So I just brought the boys down here to the creek in the side-by-side, and I just wanted to jump on real quick to take some footage of the creek because it's beautiful. And I don't really ever put footage of us down in the creek in most of our videos. And this is honestly one of my favorite parts of the property that we own. When we were looking for property, it was really important for us to find property that had a natural creek on it. Just because, for one, we wanted a creek because it's a great water source, but it's also just an amazing landscape to let the kids play in. It's fascinating to come down here and the boys can catch crawdads and they can catch water frogs and just play in the water, and it's just awesome. I love it. So if you are looking for land, I would highly recommend doing the same thing, trying to find property that has a creek on it. It's neat. You can have farmland and it's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. But the ecosystem in a creek is just so vastly different than what you would find in your typical woods or just on your typical farm. It's a lot of fun. We love it. So I'll kind of take you through and show you it. So down here's a bunch of rocks, and it leads into this area that always has water. Look at the boys over there playing. But anyway, even during the summertime when we have really bad droughts, this always holds water. So there's always a nice little, I don't know what you call this, water hole, whatever, for the boys to play in. So they come down here and they catch crawdads and salamanders and lizards and water frogs and little creek shad and minnows and stuff like that. And Levi's favorite thing to do is what he's doing now. He tries to skip rocks, or he just throws big rocks in and makes splashes. But we love it. The boys have so much fun down here. And it's beautiful. Plus, when we come down here, it could be 100 degrees out, like where the house is or in the fields. But down here, it's always a good 10 degrees cooler just because it's in the shade and it's down here in the bottoms, and there's always this cool water down here to cool you off. So it just feels really good. I love bringing the boys down here when it's really hot in the summertime because it's cool. But then over here, it's got more creek, and where those two trees fell down, the boys love climbing on those. They'll walk across them, they'll fall in the water. It's just so fun. Elias loves coming over here where there's this dead tree as well because it kind of dams up a little bit, and he can find a lot of crawdads over in this area. But the creek, it goes back around this way and it kind of snakes through along the back part of our property. So all of this creek is on our property, which is really nice. And it stretches, I don't know, probably a couple hundred yards. I'd have to have James pull up our actual layout of our property to show you how long it actually is. But it's a long distance. The kids and I have hiked this whole area of the creek, and that's where we actually found our first morel mushroom, was in this creek bottom. All right, Levi, throw it. Let's see it. Woo! Nicely done. And I love this area here too, right next to the creek. It's hard to see, but it's just a really nice flat area, so the kids can also just run around and play down here. And because it's in the shade, the grass doesn't grow very much. So this is pretty much what you see all summer. But James did come down here about a month ago and mow it one time. Look at Levi over there. But it's perfect. It's just a nice flat area. And then I'll show you over here where more of the creek is. You find a lot of spiders down here too. But this area here is usually about 2 feet deep or so it's perfect for swimming. But the creek kind of snakes back that way, and then it goes over that way as well. Elias, what did you find today?
A baby crawdad and a big one.
So 2 crawdads?
Yeah.
Good. Another thing James loves doing is driving his side-by-side through the creek. So he'll take it down, bring it through the creek this way, and then it comes out of the creek over here and then circles around. You can kind of see the path here that it follows. And then the path goes either back up the hill to get back to the barn and the house, or to the right, and that's where it's currently parked. It's a lot of fun. We love the creek. If you're looking for property, I would highly suggest trying to find property that has a creek on it. It's just so nice, and it's not something that you can obviously make. It's just, I don't know, it's just fun. The boys love coming down here, and it's fun all seasons too. In the winter when it's iced over and there's a lot of snow down here, it's a lot of fun to come down here and explore. And then obviously in the summertime when it's warm, it's really nice to have that water for the kids to cool off in. It's just awesome. I love it. We got really lucky and blessed with buying this property that has this nice creek at the back of it. So anyway, that's about it. If you have any questions, as always, let us know. But we're going to spend the rest of the day enjoying the beautiful outdoors and playing down here in our good old creek, or as the boys call it, our mud hole.